Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Worth the Buy or NAW foundation review on the brand new Infallible L'Oreal Total Cover Foundation. I'm so excited to be reviewing this foundation. It literally just came out, like, I think a week or two ago, and I was like, yep, I'm buying that right away. I bought this on Amazon. I did not find it at my local Bath & Body Works. Wait, no, what? Bed Bath & Beyond. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be testing this bad boy out and seeing how it works. Now it does say that's a full coverage, weightless feel, and I do own the other two, the Infallible Matte and the Pro Glow, and I really like them. For me, the matte one is better because I am extremely oily, but when I saw they had a total full coverage one that is up to 24 hours of use, I was like, oh yes, sign me up. First things first, I'm going to start off with my moisturizer. I'm going to be using the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty, and just slather that all over my face. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply some primer. Because it is a full coverage foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer because I do kind of want it to sheer out just a tad, and I feel like this primer is just amazing. I have really oily skin, but I find that this primer doesn't increase my oils. It doesn't make them more intense. I feel like it just makes the foundation set so beautifully that it just really amazes me. And that's saying something coming from somebody who's oily, because I get really oily, and just me having something that can make my foundation sit well, especially right now in the winter. It's so cold that sometimes my skin does feel a little dry. I sometimes do need that little oil in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my Morphe makeup sponge, this one right here, and then I'm gonna do a F80 Sigma Kabuki brush on this side. So I picked this up in the color 306 Buff Beige. Now, I wanna quickly say, I hope this works out. They didn't have a lot of colors because they were sold out, but I'm praying that this will be a good match for me. It feels like a velvety matte, so we shall see how this works. Now, I really hope this isn't too light. It does look a little dull. The color selection is a little confusing. That's why I really wanted to check it out in person before I bought it online, because I didn't know if it was going to work out for me. I was kind of scared. It is covering right away. Like, you can see the absolute difference. Oh my god, the color is just way off. Definitely, if I do like this foundation, I'm going to have to go a shade up because the color is way too light. So now I'm going to take my F80 Kabuki right here, and we are just going to put some on the back. And this one's one of those where you just literally squirt it out. And in case you guys are wondering, because I know I've seen people compare it to the Kat Von D, saying it may be similar. The Kat Von D is way thicker. Like, it doesn't feel moussey as this. Like, this feels like a soft, moussey, velvety matte. The Kat Von D one is just more of a like dry matte. I feel like it looks more like flat. Maybe I'll do another layer just so that we can see how it works, but I'm only going to be using the brush because I honestly like it better with a brush. I feel like it goes on a lot faster, you get more full coverage, and it just looks a little bit more like bam, like really good. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it. Ooh, those noises. Okay, and then I'm just going to take one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, and real quick, I forgot to mention how many ounces this has. This has 1 ounce, so that's basically standard foundation size, pretty good. I do prefer a pump, but I do like these because I feel like I have really good control over how much I want to squeeze out. It's not too messy, and the good thing about this is that it's not too messy because it is more of a moussey consistency, so it's not gonna like squirt out and just be dripping everywhere. It's very controllable to use. So that was me putting on the foundation. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of look at my face. Wow, it actually looks really nice, and maybe it's because I used the Smashbox primer that it also made it set better, because like I said, whenever I use a foundation that's going to be full coverage and very thick, I like to use something more runny, something more like an oil like this, something that will not make it look too cakey. So if you are somebody who you know, wants to try out a really full coverage foundation, I would say try using it with something more like an oil primer or something that hydrates your skin, because if you use a mattifying primer with a full coverage foundation, sometimes it can be a little too much on your skin. It can definitely make the product cling onto your skin, and so far this has not been doing that, which I'm super impressed with. But I do feel like the consistency of it, because it is moussey and not so thick and dry, it made it set on the skin beautifully. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the rest of my makeup. It is fake. I'm going to be doing the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to just see how it works with other products, and I'm also going to make sure I bronze the crap out of my face so I don't look too weird going out, and then I'm going to be back and let you guys know how it worked with the products, and then we can start our day and see how this foundation works. So I will be back in a little bit and let you guys know my thoughts. Okay guys, so I am back and I just finished applying all my makeup. It took a little bit because I was watching some reruns of The Housewives of New Jersey. That's like my obsession. And so I was like watching and like, oh my God, what's happening? And doing my eyeshadow, so it did take me a little bit. So far, so good. I really do like how this foundation looks. It gives me such a beautiful finish. Like I don't know if you guys can see it, but it just looks so full coverage, flawless. It is not cakey whatsoever. And listen to this, it looks matte. Like it doesn't claim to be matte on the bottle or anything, but it gives me a nice matte finish. Like it's been around an hour and a half and I still don't see oils peeking through. Usually with foundations, I can kind of get a little small idea of what I'm going to expect for the remainder of the day, but this literally looks amazing. It really does remind me of my Kat Von D, and to be honest, I may like it a little bit more because it literally makes everything blend so beautifully. Like usually with the Kat Von D, sometimes with certain bronzers, I'll have the issue where I'll be blending my bronzer out and it starts to just separate the foundation. I'm like, oh my freaking gosh. Just because the Kat Von D is extremely thick, that sometimes it does separate the product. But with this one, it is thick, like I mentioned, but it's not so thick where it just looks so dead and like nasty on your skin. It looks nice and just smooth. Like my skin looks so smooth right now, and usually with full coverage foundations I don't get that really smoothness. I get more of like enhanced texture, and this is not enhancing my texture. It's actually making my foundation look beautiful. So I'm super impressed right now. I really hope that it does really well because this foundation is only $11.99. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning, but it's a very affordable foundation, and I feel like L'Oreal always does a good job with their infallible foundations. So we will have to see how this one wears, but so far I'm really liking it. So stay tuned if you want to see how this product's going to hold up for the rest of the day. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so I am back. It is now 9 p.m. and this is going to be my overall update. I was going to do a midday update, but because we got a late start and I was literally so busy doing last minute Christmas shopping, I was like, I'm just gonna do a update at the very end and let you guys know how it wore. And honestly guys, I am obsessed with this foundation. I think that L'Oreal did an amazing job. They really slayed the game with this product, but I definitely will be purchasing the next shade up, maybe the other shade too. I may be purchasing the next two shades up, because I do feel like this is something I'm going to want to wear all the time. I feel like for the summer it's going to be great because, as you can see, there are some parts of my face that do look a little tiny bit oily, but for the most part, it looks fantastic. And as the day goes on, you start to see it really soak up into your skin and look very skin-like. And I feel like that's so important, especially with very high coverage foundations. This is going to be a very hot product going into 2017. That's crazy to say that, but it will be. And I want to really say that the only negative thing about it was that I feel like the color range is just a little off. I wouldn't recommend you buying this online. Now, if you were really that desperate to get your hands on it like I was, then give it a try. Just, I would say keep in mind the colors, try to find as many pictures. Maybe my video can be a reference to you to go to the next shade up if you're my shade, but I do feel like it's very hard to tell which ones to buy. Now I'm going to find the link for Amazon's page where you can find these. I know that a lot of them actually are sold out right now, so just play by ear, watch it. Go to your local Bed and Bath Beyond, I think it's called. I really butchered it up in the beginning. Well, that store is starting to sell them, so I would say check that place out. They may have them. Usually, I feel like a lot of the drugstore brands are kind of like a hit or miss for me, but this is like a huge hit, and it did really well with my sensitive skin. It didn't irritate it or anything, so I'm super impressed by that aspect of it. But overall, I would say this product is definitely a hit. I think it's better than the Kat Von D. That's saying something because I love that foundation. So if you guys are interested in purchasing this product, then I would totally recommend it, especially if you're somebody that's all about that full coverage life. This is going to be your baby right here, and it's affordable. Like, that's just heaven to your ears. Affordable, amazing foundation, and it's really good quality. That being said, I want to know if you guys have this foundation, have tried it, or have had some experiences with the color range. I just want to know a little bit more about your thoughts on this foundation. So far, like I've said many times, I'm obsessed with this. I cannot wait to wear it tomorrow. I may have to mix it with something a little bit darker, but I can't wait to get my hands on the other two shades because I think then we'll have something going on. So I would definitely say check it out if you're interested. If you haven't seen this, you need to get your hands on it because it's amazing. But I will have all the information on this foundation listed down below in my description box so that you guys can get your hands on it because I think it's totally worth a buy. It's so freaking worth it. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. I hope it was useful and you guys were able to kind of decide whether you want it or not. And if you did like it, then please go ahead and thumbs this video up because that lets me know you guys enjoy watching Worth the Buy or Not videos. And if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I hope that you stay around for a fun journey of makeup and fun. We love interacting about all things beauty, and we would love to have you a part of our family. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you very soon for a brand new tutorial. Bye guys.